Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to High Carb Jess. Today is July 7th, Tuesday, so happy Tuesday to everyone. I'm on my way to work. I see people jogging here in Florida, riding bikes at 6:30 in the morning. Beautiful. What a beautiful sight to see. I did start my weight training yesterday. Yesterday was back, biceps, that kind of stuff. And today will be my jogging day. So what I'm going to do is jog. I'm going to jog for 30 minutes on the treadmill. Now, the longest that I've been able to jog so far within the last 2 months of becoming plant-based again is 13 minutes. So I've been able to consistently jog for 13 minutes without taking any breaks at all, like at 4 miles per hour, between 4 and 5 miles per hour, 13 minutes straight, no breaks, no walking, nothing. So I'm really trying to condition my heart and my lungs to be more controlled. And it's getting there. So I love that. So when my heart rate goes up, to like the 170s, 173 or whatnot, and then I take a break, it comes down fairly quickly, my heart rate. So I feel really good about it because I feel like I'm starting to learn how to control my heart rate and my lungs by going for 13 minutes, longevity at a good pace. And at 51 years old, that's pretty good for me, especially since I've been out of the game for a long time. But so I just wanted to touch base with you guys and let you know that every other day I am going to do strength training to give my feet and my legs, like the running, a break. So today will be jogging / walking, and then tomorrow will be I think chest. Yeah, tomorrow will be chest strength training. So I'm very excited. Last night I had the best dinner. I was gonna say lunch, but the best dinner ever. I've been having oatmeal with banana for lunch every day so far for work. Every day means last week and this week. Just oatmeal that I've already pre-cooked, and banana with a splash of almond milk and some agave sugar, like agave, what is it? Raw agave, I think, just like, it's like maple syrup or whatever, but it's really good. And dinner was a huge salad with some homemade sweet potato fries and French fries that I had baked a few days ago, along with half a cup of rice that I had made, and about half a cup of tofu, air fried tofu, all mixed in the salad. Oh my God, it was tremendous. I had broccoli, raw cauliflower, tomatoes, and then of course the salad greens, and it was just phenomenal. Oh my God, it was huge, it was phenomenal, and it was filling. So that's probably what I'm gonna have again tonight for dinner after the gym. But today again, I have watermelon, little Publix has buy one get one free little watermelon containers. So I have one of those for breakfast, which I'll have around I'm gonna try to do intuitive eating, so between 9 and 10 I usually get hungry, so I'll have that breakfast. And then I will have my oatmeal at between 12 and 1, my oatmeal with banana, and that'll keep me full until after the gym. Then it'll be dinner time. And then of course I have my coffee, and coffee is buy one get one free right now at Starbucks. And so I have my coffee cup here. And then if you guys want to know what kind of dairy-free creamer I use, it's super good. I love it. It's phenomenal. And yeah, so that's what I'm doing. You know, my yesterday's video was talking to you guys about Botox and leaving me your comments if any of you have had Botox for lifting of the jowls. And last night I found those videos on lymphatic drainage and lymphatic massage, and I've actually been trying to practice that, but it apparently can get rid of it because it's all here in the neck. When your neck gets really tight, the platysma bands, that's where I read that the Botox goes into, or I guess when you go like that and you flex, there's like these little tendons, and they're called platysma bands, and that's where they go to relax it, to release the face. So really, the neck needs to be massaged. You need to have the lymphatic drainage. So I've been watching a lot of videos on YouTube for that, because once you release this, it's going to stop pulling your face down. So, and then you got to massage all the fluid out of your face. So maybe I'll go over a video on that. I'm no expert yet. Obviously, I'm no expert at all, but don't take my advice as medical advice or nutritional advice. That was my time to say that. But anyway, this is just my vlog for me personally. Anyway, I will talk to you guys later. Peace out. Hi, everybody. I don't know if this is, I guess I'm going to make this a compilation with the first video from this morning. It's still July 7th, Tuesday. Just got off of work at 3:30, and it is now 4:11. I'm on my way to the gym. Today is cardio. So I only do 30 minutes. I'm going to walk fast for 1 minute and then jog for a minute. Walk fast for a minute and then jog for a minute. And I'm going to do that for the entirety of the 30 minutes to try to train my heart and my lungs, to just get them stronger, basically. So my son normally comes with me. I've told you guys in previous videos that he has been diagnosed by the Mayo Clinic, by a specialist. They actually have a EDS specialty, which stands for Elhers danlos syndrome, because he saw a doctor here, and they said that they think he has HES, which is hypermobility Ehlers Danlos syndrome, which a lot of famous people have, and it causes, I think Billie Eilish has it. It causes extreme fatigue. He was diagnosed with fibromyalgia. Basically, what it means is loose connective tissue and joints. So because we went to the gym last night, we did back and biceps. He has this pain in his breastbone where the sternum is, and it can be one of two things: rib subluxation, which is where the rib keeps slipping out of the joint or the cartilage, and is causing that aching pain that can only be relieved with him laying down on his back. Or it's costochondritis, which is inflammation of the sternum area, and really there's nothing you can do except rest it. So it's advised to use a heating pad on the back across from, like, directly underneath where the breastbone is, and then also NSAIDs, which is anti-inflammatory. So I give him an ibuprofen 800, and made sure that you have to really distinguish the chest pain to make sure it's not obviously heart attack signs. And he's 22 and he is a little bit overweight, but he's had an ECG before, EKG, heart ultrasound, all that stuff, and his heart is good and strong, so I'm not worried about that. But it does interfere with his daily life and activities. He was just diagnosed with this year, so it's a huge wake-up call. He tried to have a job, like, pushing carts and stuff like that, and it caused him to have knee inflammation, knee swelling, ankle injuries, and also swelling. So basically, the Mayo Clinic specialist told him he can't do any strenuous or heavy repetitive lifting or strenuous activities, because it will cause joint inflammation, joint instability, things like that. So thank God he already has his computer programming degree, his computer science degree, the AA one, and he starts in August for his bachelor's in information technology. Because really, I'm glad he loves computers, because he's going to need kind of like a sedentary job where he's once in a while getting up and doing the networking stuff and things like that. So that's what he is getting prepared to do now, is going for his bachelor's. So I am going to the gym by myself. So that was a long way around telling you guys I'm going to the gym by myself. But I'm in this for consistency. As much as I didn't want to go, and I said, you know what, I could use a rest day also, I'm choosing to go because I need to go. I am 40 pounds overweight. My ideal weight is should be between 140 and 150 at 5'7" and 3/4. That's where I felt my best, honestly. Athletic. You know, I've always had an athletic build, so I've always been muscular. I always have muscles. My leg muscles are the strongest part of my whole body. So being what, I guess you saw well, you didn't see it because I'm going to do, oh wait, no, you did. I posted it, the 4th of July compilation or whatever. I'm going to start that in the same bikini on August 4th, and then another weigh-in. And I'm only doing it once a month because that's how you get the real numbers. And I'm eating healthy, you know, a vegan diet, vegan for the animals. So I'm eating a pretty much whole foods, plant-based diet, with the exception of tofu, which is processed, but I have to eat it to bring in my protein intake as a 51-year-old female who is exercising now and strength training. So yeah, I just wanted to touch base with everybody and check in. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Oh, let me go back, because my memory, I don't know if you guys know, but I was diagnosed with a brain cyst. I have a pineal gland brain cyst. And I just found that out the end of April 2026. So I don't know, there's just been so much going on with my family and my health and my son's health. And, you know, think positive. Always positive. So anyway, I may forget some things here and there and go off topic. I was trying to let you know that my current weight that I weighed in on 4th of July was 174.4. And hopefully when I do another weigh-in on August 4th, I will weigh less than that. So I will keep you in touch and keep you updated with the results. So I hope everyone has a wonderful day. If you want to communicate, drop me a comment, please. I can give advice, but it's only based on my personal endeavors, so to speak, because I am a registered nurse, but I cannot offer any medical advice for anyone else. I can only tell you what I'm doing for myself. But if anybody's curious about what I'm doing, then I can tell you. But I can tell you that eating a whole foods plant-based diet is the best thing ever. If you guys have never watched What the Health, it's the best documentary that literally opened my eyes. My mom was diagnosed with breast cancer and eating a whole bunch of dairy and yogurt and all this stuff. And anyway, if you watch the movie What the Health, it made us go vegan like overnight, or plant-based basically at the time, because that was for our health. Excuse me. And now I'm doing it for the animals. Obviously having good health is like a benefit of doing it, but primarily I am doing this for the animals. No animals and no animal byproducts. So anyway, I hope everybody has a great day, rest of your day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hey everybody, welcome back to High Carb Jess. Today is Wednesday, July 8th. I am on my way to work. I just wanted to let you know that I did end up going to the gym, which you probably saw already in the other video. Last night by myself, and because my son, his chest wasn't feeling well because of his HEDS. When I say chest, I should say his rib, like breastbone area. I guess he had costochondritis, which is like inflammation of the breastbone area or whatever, sternum. And so anyway, I forced myself to go alone and do my cardio because it was the treadmill. It was time to do my walk/jog. So I did do it, and I'm gonna put the picture right here showing you I did 30 minutes, 2 miles, and burned over 200 calories, which is really good. And I'm proud of myself for going. So I will be going again tonight and doing cardio again because Jacob missed yesterday. It was his leg day. So he's going to be doing legs today with the weights. And I'm not, because I don't want my legs to get bulky at all. I know people say, oh, it's hard for women to get bulky. Well, I am like a massive muscle in my thighs and my calves. They're huge, like naturally, just muscular. So I would prefer to have, like strong legs, but more on the slender side. So I'll be jogging again. And just for 30 minutes. And then tomorrow, Thursday, will be our chest and shoulders and triceps. So that's what we'll be doing tomorrow. So I guess I'm just doing kind of like a weekly vlog. Today I brought the same thing that I always bring. I brought a little tub of watermelon from Publix because they had the buy one get one free, and it was so nice and sweet, the one I had yesterday. Oh my god, it was divine. It was so good. And then, of course, I brought my already pre-made oatmeal. I buy Bob's Red Mill Organic Oats. I think that's the name of it. If you guys want to know, you can ask. And yeah, so today's going to be a beautiful day. I'm excited. I just saw a woman in total workout clothes, walking her dog and smoking a cigarette. That's whoa. Anyway, I feel I could go on this rant about how messed up our world has gotten, but I have a feeling that you guys already know. I don't understand how a vegan, a person who's a vegan, which is an advocate for animals, can get so much hatred. We're not judging other people. We're just saying our own truth, which is we can live a nice, healthy, long lifestyle without eating animals. So why should we slaughter and kill animals when it's unnecessary? And then on top of that, you think about the World Health Organization, declaring meat as a carcinogen that's right up there with cigarettes, smoking cigarettes. So it's like poof, it's beyond me. It is. It's really crazy because I don't know. I understand how it can get convoluted and confusing when you have so many different sources telling you different things. I can understand that. I can understand when the body and the selfishness of wanting something supersedes maybe your values, and I know a lot of people want to say that they have good values or have empathy and sympathy and are good people, but here, take this for example. So I was coming home from the gym, and as I was driving, a big huge turtle was crossing the road on one of the major roads here. So it was full traffic. And it was in another lane, not my lane. It was in the lane next to me. So I saw it and I couldn't stop because obviously there's a car right on my butt. But thankfully, and the lady who was in that lane did stop. I couldn't believe it. She immediately stopped. I was like, oh, thank God someone stopped. She put on her hazards. The car behind her immediately stopped, which obviously this could have caused an accident, but she was loving and kind enough to stop, take a chance, and I guess she picked up the turtle and moved it or whatever. That's fabulous. But then it had me thinking. I was like, so people innately, your innate self, your being within yourself innately wants to save animals, save people, save, babies, save lives. And then I thought, how easy was it for all those people to witness, oh, that was wonderful, she saved the turtle, but then went and got a burger or a chicken sandwich or consumed some kind of, pig or pork sandwich. And then I just thought, wow, our world is really messed up. It's just messed up. So it does, and that's why I don't understand why we're under such scrutiny and under such hostility, because I feel like veganism is an act of not being selfish. It's an act of selflessness, which is, maybe hard for some people in the beginning because you just understood the concept. And so it's hard not because you want to eat animals, because you don't want to give up cheese if you're a cheese lover, or because you don't want to give up, chicken nuggets or, whatever. And it's hard to differentiate that they're an actual animal just because of the way that they've been marketed, from the beginning of time, which is all about making money. You got to remember. So anyway, I don't know. I do know that I want to start my own garden. Right now I don't have any money to do any of that. This nurse is struggling. Single household. I'm taking care of my son while he goes to college. We're sharing one car. I mean, life is rough. I'm sure it is for everybody, but anyway, it was just a rant. I'm sorry. Anyway, I hope everybody has a wonderful day. I'm at work, and I will talk to you later. Bye. Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Welcome back to High Carb Jess. That loud noise is my defrost. We had a bad thunderstorm last night here in Florida with lots and lots of lightning. Oh my gosh, I felt like it was striking in my backyard, which it has before. It's actually struck 2 trees that I've had in my backyard, and one of them I got to see live. That was back in 2012, 2013. That was crazy. Actually watching it sparked a little fire, and then the fire went out, but it literally struck a tree. Well, 2 trees, but one I witnessed. But anyway, good morning to everybody. I just wanted to let you know and be transparent. This was kind of my weekly vlog. I've been completely good with my diet. Of course, I'm eating vegan for the animals, so no matter what, I'm always eating vegan. But I did have a cheat day regarding the vegan fast food again. I just had a weak moment, and I went and got me and Jacob French fries and Taco Bell. Of course, I always order it vegan. And now today's a new day, and jumping right back on the train. We both had headaches yesterday, migraines, so we did not go to the gym. So we will be going to the gym today, and today is chest day. So we'll have to work out the chest and triceps and shoulders. But I just wanted to let you guys know I'm not weighing myself again until August 4th. That will be the big bikini challenge from July 4th's bikini challenge. Excuse me. And if you didn't see that video yet, I'll post just a little snippet right here of me and what I look like in my bikini. I'm 5'7" 3/4" and weighed 174.4 pounds in this picture here. And we can get rid of that now because that's ugh. But anyway, so yeah, I'm on my journey to health and wellness. Also wanted to let you guys know I am going through perimenopause. So I've had like 2 or 3 periods, which I am tracking. I document it all on my phone calendar in the last 6 months. So 2 or 3 periods out of 6 months is obviously I'm going through perimenopause. So I do have hot flashes. I do have trouble sleeping. I feel like for the most part that I do feel well rested when I wake up, even with all the tossing and the turning and the hot flashes or whatever. But I have hot flashes throughout the day as well. Even when I'm at workout, sometimes I'll get a hot flash. So I actually am going to see a GYN doctor the end of this month to make sure that my hormones are okay. Maybe see if HRT is an option. I don't even know. I've never even spoken to anyone about HRT and the options. I'm willing and open for anything just because, you know, I'm willing to try anything once to see if it works, but not Ozempic. I'm not going to do Ozempic. I've never done it. I never had the COVID vaccine. I mean, I know everybody's preferences are their own, but I never got it. I always signed exemptions, religious exemption forms about, you know, putting the foreign substance into your body, which it was a brand new drug, and that's just my personal preference is that I never wanted to do it, so I didn't. So between me and my son, he didn't take it either. I think we got COVID like 4 or 5 times, and we were fine. It's just like having the flu. So we had it and got over it. But anyway, my whole point is that I also have, when I was 44 years old, I found out that I had fibroids, which I had never had them before, prior. Obviously, I have a son. In 2003, when I had my son, of course, there was no fibroids. I had ultrasounds, I had everything. So what happened is I got pregnant at 44. I had a younger boyfriend, which was my last relationship, actually. It was over 7 years ago. And I got pregnant. So I have a feeling that maybe, and I had a miscarriage. So I have a feeling that that whole situation made those fibroids. I don't know. But anyway, they said I have 3 to 4 fibroids. One of them was measuring 10 centimeters, which is like a large grapefruit. And the last ultrasound I got was 2 years ago in 2024, checking the size and everything. So now that I'm going through perimenopause and estrogen is dropping, I want to go to the GYN. I'm having another ultrasound done, and I want to make sure that they're shrinking, that they're not getting bigger, to discuss all my options regarding that. And then also talk about the HRT, because obviously I don't want something that has estrogen, because fibroids are fed by estrogen. So the more estrogen you have, the fibroids, like, they grow, they feed off of that. So I obviously am not going to want estrogen if the fibroids it's just going to make them get bigger or whatever. But back then, I chose just to monitor the size. So I was having ultrasounds every 2 years because I don't want a hysterectomy or all of the ectomies, which you can get to have them removed. Because I just don't want, obviously nobody wants to do invasive procedures if they don't have to. So I'm one of those people. I did not want to do anything invasive if I didn't have to. So I've been monitoring them. And so that's what I'm doing, monitoring. And then I'll definitely let you guys know what happens. Like, you know, what my results are, you know, what takes place from there. I don't know if any of you guys have any fibroids. If you want to tell me, like, if you did have fibroids, if you do have fibroids, how you're struggling with them. And we can share in this safe community. So it is Happy Friday. So July 10th, Happy Friday. I wish everybody to have a wonderful, beautiful day today. You guys can see my hair is curly. I had to wash it the other day because it was just, when you straighten it, it just gets too oily on my scalp. The longer you leave it straight. It got so straight though. It was so straight. And yeah. So anyway, guys, drop me a comment. Let me know what other kind of content you guys would like to see. If you'd like to see me cook on the weekend and how I batch cook and prep for the week, I can do that. Again, I'm having my pre-made oatmeal. It is the last batch, so I did make enough to last me the whole 5 days this week, which is great. And then if I still feel hungry after that, I'll probably have a salad, but I'm not sure yet. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Sorry, I gotta go. All right, bye. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. High Carb Jess. I am just now leaving for work on Monday. I think today is July 12th. Yeah, I think it is July 12th. But either way, so much. So I have not even posted that weekly vlog type kind of thing that I did last week. So I have to put that together and post that. But yeah, wow. A lot of personal growth. I don't know. I think maybe I'm a late bloomer just because of my childhood and my life and what happened to me. Everybody's experiences are different. But boundaries, setting boundaries, the realization of when people are taking from your full cup and they take, and they're not, you realize that they're not giving you really anything back. They're not helping to fill your cup up. And the people who give you little scrapes, you know, the little, after they eat a really nice gourmet meal, they have the little pieces left, scraps, for you. That's the best way I can describe it. I am describing personal friendships and relationships, even ones that have been going on since high school, and realizing my worth. So a lot of big growth there. Also experienced over the weekend some really crazy highs and lows hormonally because I am going through perimenopause, and realized, why am I feeling so depressed? Why do I feel like, you know, just so depressed, like literally? And I realized, oh, this is about the time when I'm supposed to start my monthly period. And of course it never came because I've only had 3 out of these 7 months now so far. So yeah, definitely going through a lot of changes. Not saying necessarily that's a bad change, but me having to realize, take a step back and say, okay, wait a minute. I'm not really feeling this way. It's hormonal, like, because I have no reason to feel depressed. Now, stressed out, yes, by all means. I have, you know, I'm taking care of my son, who's 22. Very hard for him to find a job, especially now that his car is broken. We've been sharing my one car. He has PTSD from 2 car accidents he was in when he was a new driver, 16 and 17, or 16 and 18. I don't remember. I think it was 16 and 17 years old. Now he's 22, so he doesn't drive much. I drive everywhere. But he did get enrolled for college to get his bachelor's degree, so I'm happy about that. IT technology. So he's going to be starting that August 1st. A lot of experiences. Went testing cars like, you know, driving around at an auto mall, just seeing what kind of cars are out there that are comparable to my BMW X3 that I have, because obviously BMWs are very expensive mechanically to fix and upkeep and all this and that. And this was my first luxury car I've ever had, and I just didn't realize what a money pit it was. So I went out test driving, and I'll have to tell you the story about one of the car dealerships and how they try to get you. I used to be in sales at one point in my life, so I knew exactly what they were doing, and it was, to me, it was embarrassing for them, because they didn't know anything about me, of course, but I was polite and everything. But anyway, I'll have to tell you all about that and not get caught up in any of the tricks, because they use a lot of different sales tactics. They do takeaways, they do the ABCs, they do, you know, the threatening manner, they do we're giving you the best discount, we're giving you the best deal, I'm going to do this favor for you. Oh my God, honestly, I don't know how they do it, because when I was in sales, I did phone sales. So phone sales is completely different than doing lying, like using all these lying techniques and traps in your face in person to people. So I don't know. I did phone sales for just a short period of time, and I didn't like it. It's a grubby feeling. I don't know how people can live with themselves, to be honest. Anyway, that's a whole nother topic. As far as weight goes, I have been, of course, vegan still for the animals. That'll never change, you guys. When I was vegan for my health back in the day in 2018, I was that way for 3 years, but that was for my health. And, you know, my mom had breast cancer, and we were just changing it that way. And honestly, this is for the animals, so I'll never change. So it's just the way it is. I'm going to be vegan for life. Now, am I going to be a healthy vegan? God, I'm trying. So again, my next weigh-in will be August 4th. I did a July 4th weigh-in and bikini, like visual, so you could see where I am, like visually. And I'm going to be doing it in that same bikini again on August 4th. And so, yeah. Anyway, I am here. I am here at work. Everybody's parked in the same spots, it looks like, so I'm gonna have to pull in here. All right, I hope everybody, I'm surprised so many people got to work early, but I hope everybody has a wonderful Monday. Oh, I am off. I took PTO for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday because my mom was gonna do a surgery, and she's not doing that anymore. So I had already requested that time off, and it was approved. So guess what? Your girl is having a staycation. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.